Welcome to GGHP, the Guaranteed Genuine Honest to Goodness 1 hour podcast. It is Weed Week, and we're going to start off with the joke bong. So here we go. A lot of fun. First story. Whoops. First story. It's Weed Week.
Doomed.
In space news. Guess what happened?
There was a black
There we
hole.
go. So this is from the Main Wire. Triad weed Valentine's Day bust breaks the heart of a New York man illegally growing over 1,300 pot plants. Zunjay Wu, 26, of Brooklyn, New York, was arrested Wednesday morning. Cops received several tips by phone of angry customers of Mr. Wu's restaurant because they thought they'd ordered the $5 egg roll, but mistakenly were charged for the $50 pre-roll.
Ooh.
Next, from Indianapolis. Got to shuffle my papers. Keep it going. It's Weed Week. From affidavit, a woman arrested for walking nude through Carmel Clay Public Library, outside Indianapolis. Police arrested a 42-year-old woman on March 4th after she allegedly disrobed in the Carmel Clay Public Library and walked around naked while under the influence of marijuana. A library spokesman said it was really sad when decent, upstanding homeless people who simply came in to stealthily masturbate at our desktop computer terminals had to witness something like this. Next from The Guardian, that's across the pond. Workers at a California cannabis delivery service threatened an unprecedented strike. Nearly 600 workers at 11 Depot location owned by Ease, a cannabis delivery company in Southern and Northern California, are threatening to strike over pay and conditions, mainly that all 600 employees have to share the same shitty 86 Cutlass. I'd quit too. Well then, from sourcingjournal.com, Lucky Brand dropping a denim cannabis collection of clothes. It's essentially jeans and jean jackets with pot leaf insignias, but health officials are warning cannabis jeans are what's known as a gateway jean, leading to harder and more harmful jeans like acid washed. Be careful, kid.
Nice.
And finally, from Forbes, inside New York's Weed Museum, the House of Cannabis, THC NYC for short, a 30,000 square foot, 5-story museum that celebrates culture and weed education. Museum goers, a lot of fun, can check out historical marijuana artifacts like this, a pipe from ancient Egypt, a grinder from the Ming Dynasty, and also the actual curler set worn by the actor Faison Love, who played Big Worm in Friday. Roll the theme song.
Up on the internet, what do you see? Clickbait, politics dressed as comedy. Who's outraged? Who's doubling down? The GGHOP is here to turn it all around with an ancient idea called having fun. Sounds a little scary, stick around, don't run. In the next 60 minutes, begging you to try. Open up your echo chamber and ditch your tribe. There's just one mission by which we're led to put a big fat smile upon your head. The song is almost done, time to stop the show. But there might be something left that you'd like to know. What's GGHOP mean? It's your right to ask. The Guaranteed Genuine Honest to Goodness 1 hour podcast.
Welcome back to the Guaranteed Genuine Honest to Goodness 1 hour podcast, all brought to you by Wilson Farm Market in Arcadia and also Frankfurt Beer Works.
Frankfurt Beer Works.
We're broadcasting live from a tap room at Frankfurt Beer Works in the heart of the Christian Ridge Historic District. I'm your host, Bill Gann, along with James Swinford.
Word up.
And you know who's over there.
I know.
Karen Hayes.
There we go.
Looking good.
Frankfurt Beer Works.
Frankfurt Beer Works. Careful there.
Oh, sorry.
Look out there.
Did I accidentally
You're
like
tantalize
look like I
the
had
people.
something?
Gosh, you were clear up to like a B cup, something
Yeah. Wait,
Frankfurt
wait,
Jug
wait.
Works.
there. Frankfurt Jug
Trying to
Works.
pump it
More
up.
like, yeah, James is right.
Pump it up.
Dang. What's going on over there?
Yeah, well,
That's
you
something
know.
different. Very nice. Well, hey there. Welcome, everybody. And welcome you too. It's Weed Week.
Yay.
Yay! Talk about weed all week. Got some exciting stuff today. And we got some stuff Friday too. But first, I want to talk about our sponsor really quick. The person that pays for all this, provides all this to all of us. It's not Jesus Christ. No, no, no. It's Scott Wilson and Wilson Farm Market who provides. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Delicious stuff. Look at that for Weed Week, huh? You find something you like in there?
Oh yeah.
Pretty tasty.
All of it.
I think you could eat all that. I don't think any of that would harm you whatsoever.
Handfuls of those Buckeyes. Those are the best.
And again, Wilson Farm Market, maybe not directly supporting Weed Week here on the show. You know what I mean?
Indirectly.
But I'm sure if you are into marijuana, this place has some
They
delicious...
cater to all lifestyles.
That's right. People who like to drink or do nothing, it's all there. You know what I mean? That's what they're here for.
Grandmas that are trying to pawn off that they're actually making their own shit. Wilson's Farm Market.
Genius. Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
grandma's iced super cookies. Aren't
Oh, yeah.
really
For like
fucking grandma.
30-something years, I thought my mom made the best lasagna of anybody. And then, like, maybe like a year ago, I was
You
over at
realized
their
it
house.
was
and I was
Stouffer's.
taking in the groceries, and there's like a whole bag full of the Stouffer's ones. And I'm like,
Oh, no,
do you always,
man.
I said, oh, do you always make lasagna? Or and she goes, no, I've been making that stuff for like 20, 30 years. And I'm just like,
Oh my
damn it.
gosh.
I thought it was the only thing.
I had a
I
little
thought it was-
respect for you.
She can't cook anyway, so it was like the only thing that was always awesome. And I'm like, oh, she didn't even make that.
My mom's a terrible cook. Man, she makes great lasagna
Yeah.
from scratch. It's crazy. I don't know what she's
Yeah,
doing. Mom. That's all right. They got lasagna here too.
that's right.
We could upgrade that.
Yeah,
We
they
could
do.
upgrade it. This month, go to YouTube at the end of April. If you sign up, you become one of our followers. That's where we're going to pick the drawing for the $100 gift card from Wilson Farm Market and the shirt. I just talked to our winner from last month,
Yeah,
taking her the shirt, I believe, today.
cool.
Woohoo.
And she was very excited because she's been to Wilson Farm Market a lot of times.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
that's-
So
She was a
knows
fan
all
of it.
about it.
Yeah,
That's very
Good.
nice. That's very good. I like it. I like it. So, the crazy stories here. So, first one, the guy from Maine. So, we talked a little bit before the show. So, this is really interesting. This website is called Maine Wire. Okay. And then they had this, it said triad weed. And then that's when the Valentine's Day thing was up there. Well, as I start to look into it, this place has 10 or 12 stories over the last year and a half that there are a bunch of like organized Chinese crime in Maine that are buying properties and growing weed. Like it's this huge thing in Maine. And they're doing like the stories about it. So
there's a lot of places to hide.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of foresty, kind of quiet.
Like really, I think most of the population all lives in the main metropolitan areas. I don't think most of the whole rest of the state has a lot of people. in it.
Bangor and what's the other one?
Hartford.
Hartford, Maine?
Isn't there a Hartford, Maine? Then
Is
there's
there?
they have like 4 or 5. They have a Portland. They have a bunch of cities that are all like
Quahog?
cities also.
That's
named,
not
yeah.
Hogwarts.
What's the other one? Bar Harbor is a very famous place.
Yeah.
People go to Bar Harbor, Maine. Yeah. This guy didn't really have a restaurant. I just made that up for the joke. He was just in the house watching the weed. I mean, that's all he was doing.
He was that guy? Yeah.
He's just the guy. They found 1,310 marijuana plants in various stages of maturity. Several pounds of already harvested marijuana, and they're storing it in there too. And this is where it came. Last year, a leaked document, a Homeland Security memo, revealed that federal national security officials believe Asian transnational criminal organizations are responsible for a network of more than 270 properties that are used to legally grow trafficking black market marijuana. So if you're getting high in Maine, think of Chinese.
Yeah, right.
It's probably coming from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Support.
no, I guarantee.
Support them.
No,
right.
I guarantee you, because Homeboy's stuff was New York. I bet a bunch of those are. They're transporting it down,
Yeah.
like a lot of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All these people, they
Because that's
are.
a lot.
This guy's from Brooklyn, New York. Other people, they're all from New York, that
Yeah.
kind of thing. So they're not. Yeah. This is just a place to grow and just a spot, kind of
Yeah.
thing. But like you said, it's
So I
still
could stick
open.
with my hoagie.
You can still stick with your hoagie. Your hoagies are
Right.
good. But out in Maine, there's a lot of places I think to hide and middle
Yeah.
of nowhere towns
Yeah.
and it's quiet. But I think also that's the thing. They've gotten complaints, really got complaints, not the ones about the egg
Well, I
rolls.
mean, 10 plants is enough for one person for a year,
Yeah.
like easily.
Yeah.
So having that many plants in one spot, it's gonna reek.
It's
for
going to reek.
miles.
It's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
And then also, if you
Water usage.
from around here, small towns. I mean, if it is pretty small, then
We
they
know
do know
everything.
they know every house.
Yeah.
So what are you doing over there? And then
Yeah.
what are you doing? And it won't take. Yeah, it doesn't take long
Followed him home from the
It-
grocery store with a bunch of snacks and shit.
It doesn't take long to figure it out.
Why is
man.
that guy here and why does he have all those
Yeah.
snacks? We need to follow him.
And one of them even, I didn't put it in here, but one of them, like this tip off should have been, they had to contact like Maine Northeast Power and Lighting Company for some sort of like upgrade to
To the house. Yeah.
Yes.
We need to put 210. We need to put 210 in here. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that should have been a hint. But
What's
then
with
it's,
all these lights?
yeah,
Yeah.
Hella windows making something special so you can't see it from the outside.
there you go. It's a well done operation out where it's quiet. Maybe no one will notice.
That's why most people that do that kind of stuff in the South just go off grid and do solar panels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also a good reason to some places. I mean, this is the argument for and against. Again, I've reading a lot about weed this week and learning a lot of different things. That would be so someone to use for legalizing it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then people like this come in. I mean, they're like a criminal organization. They're not like nice,
Right.
friendly dude at the dispensary, man. They're
Yeah.
they're gangsters or whatever. They're not fun. Okay. So the next one, out to California, The Guardian. Of course, that's from England, but this is a story about this Ease, a cannabis company, delivery company. Ease, founded in 2014 in San Francisco, millions of dollars in venture-backed funding, including Snoop Dogg. He's got money in it. It's characterized as the Uber of weed in San
Yeah.
Francisco. A private held company was valued at more than $700 million in 2021, though. So I don't know how much it makes. Then in the summer, so these people, the problem is it's actually a pay cut per mile is what these people want to quit over.
Huh.
So in the summer of 23, the guy said they paid drivers. It was cut. He said a significant cut. So workers filed unfair labor practices. They cut our mileage rate. It was 56 cents a mile, and then it cut to 42 cents a mile. So, I mean, I don't know if that's that drastic. He says this cost drivers $300 to $700 a month on average, depending on how much you drive.
Yeah.
And that was pretty annoying. So it was the first time in my whole life I'd ever come to a job and then been told I was going to get paid less. Okay. Due to the lack of progress in negotiations, the workers voted to authorize a strike if no progress is made before April 20th. So, like this Friday,
Oh man.
they're not gonna go to work.
They're not
on
gonna deliver.
Saturday.
They
Which
could
is
just
the big
fire
deal.
them off. They're not a real union, right?
They aren't a real union. And
Yeah.
then so here's the guy that owns it, the guy that's like running it for Snoop Dogg and the other people that are all
Fuck it, I'll drive it around
fuck that
myself.
stuff. I got my cutlass. He says this brand is seeing an industry suffocated from high taxes and overregulations.
Which
I
is
mean,
true in California. Totally.
exactly,
Totally.
man. It's a lot of money to run this company, man.
Yeah.
Ease-
Illinois gets taxed the hell out of too.
they do.
Yeah.
They have a huge tax rate there.
Yeah.
So this is rough. So this guy says they pay our drivers fair wages, averaging over the average to be paid as a delivery driver at this company is over $25 an hour.
Damn.
That's what you make. Now, granted, too,
That's in
you're in
California.
San Francisco, so it doesn't
yeah.
seem as much. Here, I mean, my goodness, $25 an hour, not bad.
Yeah.
You know, you can
Yeah.
do that all day, right? So as well as benefits they have. So they give you some benefits too, okay? And consistent scheduling, obviously, because people are always wanting to buy some weed. So he said, Ease drivers tenure, most people with us are over 2.5 years with limited turnover, and we have a sizable applicant pool more than 2 times our current labor force. So
Yeah.
if you go on strike, they're not calling you back.
No.
There's
No.
1,200 people that can't wait to do that.
Yeah. They all
Right.
have GPS too.
Yep.
Ha.
So this reminds me a little bit of a story from about a month ago. I don't know if we did it here, but I don't think we did it here, but I heard about it. Uber left Minneapolis,
Really.
because they did a thing in the city council and they wanted to like pay, they wanted a fixed, a guaranteed wage for being an Uber driver. And like, that's not how the business model works. And I can't do that. Like,
Right.
well, it's going to be the law. And so you go, okay, well, if you make it the law, then I'm just leaving. Like, you wouldn't leave this town. They'd left towns before, like Austin. And so they left. They passed it and they just left. And the worst part is just that if you're doing stuff like this, you're probably more like loose and flexible, right? I mean,
Yeah.
if you want something full time and whatever, then go get a factory job, man, and do that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. You know, this
Right.
allows freedom. You're delivering weed in San Francisco, man.
Yeah.
You know, they said a little bit their problem was, our job's really dangerous.
Oh yes and no.
I mean, because you're carrying it to somebody's house, but I mean, you could be a delivery driver delivering packages for Amazon, man,
Yeah.
and get shot or somebody take.
hell, you can be a
from you.
pizza guy in Indy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and get beat up or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, So yeah, I'm for.
But
Yeah.
my father-in-law, when he lived north, he lived north of Sacramento, and one of the first times he was there, and that was when it was just medical card, and he had a medical card. There was a guy that just came to the door, had a backpack, and came in and set a bunch of stuff on the table and explained it all to him what it was and stuff. Then he
Yeah.
just picked out what he wanted
An
and
independent
took
business
back
owner.
off. Yeah.
See, that makes it easy because now there's no regulation.
No, he worked. No, he worked for.
Oh, it was. Oh, that
it was
company did that.
A medical dispensary
was their
that
thing.
delivered to older people.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So some kid in a little Toyota just showed up with a backpack and looked like he was about 13. But
Have you ever seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
yeah.
That
Yeah.
what you're describing reminds me when that guy comes in. He's got that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
18 pills over
Yeah,
here, 6 of
yeah,
these. This
yeah.
does this. It's like a whole. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's cool. It's like visiting angels for weed.
But he just looked like some kid that was just probably had an Xbox in his backpack. Yeah.
yeah.
Was the backpack Pikachu?
No, it was just a regular nondescript backpack.
It was Charizard. I love saying that wrong to piss off the Pokemons.
I don't know what any of you fucking people are talking about. That's the best part.
It's Charizard or something. And I say Charizard. I like pronounce it the wrong way.
Is that Pokemon?
It gets the Pokemons
Oh.
angry when I say Charizard, or they laugh at me. Silly old man. Boomer. I'm not a boomer. Okay. This next one, the jeans. So this is from Lucky. Remember Lucky, the jeans?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought you was gonna go Jinko.
There's a lot of ways to go here. This one offered like a lot of joke blocking, and I just could not
There's
come
a
up with
sweet
anything.
picture of Hulk Hogan from like 97, 98 when he
Yeah.
when he first went like NWO guy.
Yeah.
And he's wearing like his NWO shirt, but then he's got giant fucking Jinkos on.
The
It's
ones that are
hilarious.
huge.
And he, yeah,
8 foot
yeah.
flare.
I had a pair of them just like him too. It was
Yeah.
funny, but he's like 6'7". So these pants, like I could just walk into those pants, like one leg of them. They're like this fucking wide, you know.
I saw about a year ago, I was on the internet and looking for stuff, and it was like things from the old days or something, or things are gone. I was doing something. It was things are like past. And it showed those jeans.
Yeah,
And then like, yeah, the original, some of those incarnations where those flares were like
the FUBU
4.5
ones.
foot
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
bottom. You know, I remember that. People walking around with those and
And then, so like when I was little, I had parachute pants with all
Oh,
the
yeah.
zippers and shit. Yeah,
heck
those were
yeah.
fantastic.
Go hammer, go hammer.
It was for
Those are a little
breakdancing, but there were the ones that were skinnier. There was
Yeah,
some that
they
were the
weren't
big
the-
balloony ones. I'm
Yeah,
talking about
that's
the
more
parachute
hammer.
ones were the
Early 80s, you got the parachutes because you got to be able to break dance.
yeah.
Yeah.
You could slide around real easy on them.
Put on your
But if
Ru-
you're in the back seat of a fucking car when grandma turns a corner, you're like boom to the other side of it,
Hey!
yeah, instantly.
You're going to bruise my ruse back here.
Yeah.
Remember ruse? Do you remember ruse?
Shoes for your feet, pockets for your stuff.
Damn, you got the tagline. Remember there were these shoes and they had a little tiny zipper on the side like kangaroos, like a kangaroo. Had a pouch.
It showed you like
Maybe.
put change in it. And put stuff
Kangaroos,
in there.
kangaroos winning shoes. That was the song. I remember part of the song
I
part.
had friends that used to stuff their hacky sacks in it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But fantastic. Little place to put your your stuff. So these jeans, it was for something good. They are donating to the Last Prisoner Project, which is to help free anyone incarcerated on cannabis related charges. Okay. I was gonna do like this Diddy joke where he's like, "I've just been smoking weed," something like that. That didn't work. This jean one though, this one, the Gateway jeans, man, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Acid jean, come
Yeah.
on, that was well.
Yeah. Pat. Yep.
They had $10 from every item up to $10,000 they will give to this project. This is the deal, and they're on sale now anywhere. Anyone can buy these right now. I don't know that you want to wear them. It's kind of goofy. I don't know. It's up to you.
That's chicks at festivals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no
I was
kidding.
gonna say. I can't imagine.
This was a surprising one because, like something that's happened near home here, just about 45 minutes away from here. Carmel Clay Library, the woman's stripping off her clothes, right?
Some hot women in Carmel too.
It's fun because then I've got her name in here and I'm going to read it because it's fun because then you go look this person up then on the internet. And and then I see this and she's got like a LinkedIn page.
Oh,
Something like, I'm a
yes.
biochemist from blah, 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 something. I'm like, is that her? And then I look over the next one of like, that is her. So I don't know. Somebody lost their shit or something, man. According to the affidavit, a library employee told that I got to slow down. Very,
Calm
very Biden there.
He's thinking about.
Shit,
He's
that
thinking
was
about,
it,
he's thinking about
baby.
naked woman walking through the
I
library.
Yeah, hey, that was a beautiful picture. You should have seen the picture I was going to put on. Like, no, Bill. They told the police a woman identified as Carmel resident Gwen Cornell stood on a bench as she took off all her clothes and then began walking through the facility. The incident happened at about 6 p.m. on the second floor of the library.
Shoot.
Another employee told police that she advised Cornell that she needed to be clothed, and Cornell responded by saying, "Oh, really?" before walking to a computer station to look something up. Then Cornell began to talking to a man near the computer. You'd have my full attention. Are you kidding me? Say, hey, don't worry about what she's saying. You're fine. Let's just sit here and talk.
Like, she's naked. Can I look up porn?
Yeah. So now, how's this fair?
Yeah.
And then, so she's talking to this man at the computer, which is when the incident happened. A library said she was sitting at the table, went over and grabbed and he was looking at a book of anatomy. How crazy is that?
No way.
Went to computer, looked something up, and then returned the book back to the guy before then leaving the second floor. When police arrived, they found her sitting alone on a bench with a vape pen smelling of marijuana on a nearby table. Field tested confirmed that the vape pen had THC levels greater than 0.3. Is that a lot? Is more than 0.3 a lot?
No.
Super stoned. Okay, it's like beginner stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so this noob.
It's like gas station shit.
What a noob. So
Basically.
she was charged with public nudity, possession of hash oil, and possession of marijuana, all misdemeanors. So that was
Damn.
it. Have you ever been anywhere where anyone like walked in nude, like some weird spot, traffic, driving, like walking by?
No, but I got to see. Catherine shared with me at the garage. Someone broke into an area that they weren't supposed to be, like employees' area.
Yeah.
And started taking off their pants.
Okay.
And that was recently.
While they were there,
Yeah.
employees.
No. Someone, just some random
after
ass
hours.
person. No.
So while the people were in the business,
Yes.
A
While
person.
the whole place was open,
yes.
someone got into an area. A person, a guest, got into an area
Okay.
and started taking off their pants, their shoes first, their pants, and just doing some really weird shit.
Oh, really?
And then, yeah. And
well,
then,
did they catch them
well,
on the camera? They see they're in there. And
Yeah,
call
yeah.
cops?
So Catherine was able to show me the video, and then, the police eventually came and escorted him out.
Yes.
And he went over to the movie theater right there, the living room. What is it called? There's a movie theater.
There's a movie theater across the street.
Yeah, right
Okay.
across the.
Well, that's the
alley.
Majestic. That's the Bijou. Just picking this up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, sure.
It's the Paradisio.
Anyway, he did it again and
In the movie theater.
Yeah, and he exposed himself and
His name
anyway, it
Paul
was an
Rubens.
awful thing.
Rest
The
in
police
peace.
had to come and push him to the ground, and it was a big deal. So
Fun.
yeah, people do weird shit, and
Put
he
that
was
away,
on something.
sir.
So
You
there
asked
go.
me for a story, and it's very choppy, but here I
Well,
am.
no, it makes sense. So your daughter running a business, helping out, had a person walk in there stripping off their clothes. That's weird.
Yeah, it's creepy.
And that's in the Indianapolis area, correct?
Yeah,
There you go. Must be a
there
lot
you
of
go.
people.
It happens.
People need to get. Yeah, I wonder what he was on. Hopefully
don't
he
know
was on
about-
something decent.
I about ran over a meth head after I got off work this morning.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And I wouldn't have felt too shits bad for it.
Oh
anyway,
no, it
'cause
wouldn't be a problem.
The look on his face looked like he didn't give a fuck if he was going to get hit.
Probably wanted you to hit it.
Yeah.
Kind of get that
Put
vibe.
me at him. It was literally like the sun was just starting to come up, and there was a turn like in the middle,
Yeah.
and guy's coming this way in a car, and he's kind of swerving out. I'm like, why is he swerving out? Because you couldn't even see this dude. He's
Yeah.
wearing black shirt, jeans, nothing to fucking illuminate. Then all of a sudden he just cuts in front of me. I'm going 35. I had to basically swerve out of the way, and I just saw the look of like, oh my fucking God, I'm going to die on his face. And I'm just like, I just casually swerved and started bitching at him out the window. I was the only one driving with the windows down.
Yeah.
I'm yelling all sorts of shit.
Get
Get
your
your no,
bastard!
I did. I said, get your crackhead fucking ass out of there.
There we go. Manslaughter in the morning.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it.
Yeah.
Hey, well, that's cool. But he had his clothes on.
Yeah.
He was dressed in black. It
At
holds
least you
heat.
could.
Yeah.
It holds heat overnight when you're sleeping out there. In
He
the...
probably left somewhere where naked people were.
Yes. But it's meth. I think meth keeps you warm, doesn't it? Doesn't it warm you up? Don't people stay warm with meth? Is that it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Wouldn't know.
Doesn't keep your teeth, but okay. Then this horrible fucking thing. So, God, I don't even know what to say about this one. The House of Cannabis. Okay.
I bet that woman was on some drugs though.
The woman,
That was naked in the library. She was on some shit.
it might have been something else.
Yeah.
Had
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah. Or she just is new to this. Again, we
Yeah.
said don't be just jumping in. And
Or I'm wrong about what those strings are, and that's like regular oil.
maybe that's mega strong.
Concentrate or something.
Mega strong. But you've eaten bags and bags of gummies at a time. You don't care.
Yeah. It's not gonna make you run naked through the library.
James ain't gonna get naked in a library. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. So the House of Cannabis in New York. This is exciting. A museum. Oh man, this got nothing but shit on when I'm looking this up. So it's a good idea in utero. I mean, like, hey, it'd be cool to have this place.
It's pop culture Hall of Fame marijuana museum. Right?
Yes, you can't, and even now, and this article was written just like a year ago when it first opened.
Can't
It's
smoke.
still there.
Can't smoke while you're there.
No, you cannot smoke in there. You may not smoke in there. You may not vape in there. No, you may not. There is a lounge at the top where you can, buy alcohol. It's like, oh, Jesus. So I was trying to think of a joke like, hey, come over to my house for this and we'll play chess.
Right.
And you're like, whoops. So it's the people who bought it and took over an old building during COVID. It got depleted. These people from Las Vegas. And they said, we're selling culture, not selling cannabis. So, and the description is the building beckons stoners with glowing green windows. See, over and over, this is what's called a pejorative, which means a negative word. It's like the building beckons drunks. I mean, it's just all these words are interchanged and they're actually like backhanded stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotcha.
The building beckons, people who enjoy cannabis, stoners, fucking deadbeat shitheads with glowing green windows. Unlike other cannabis establishments, it's out in the open and not hidden underneath a bodega countertop. A $45 per ticket charge.
That's where you buy weed.
Yes. $45 to come in to explore, learn about the plant, and play with the various activations. You can't spark up in the museum yet, but a top floor lounge and private event space has its sights set on being a cannabis consumption lounge in the future. Okay. So then the person that's running it says, cannabis has never had an exploration of culture. Okay. How cannabis never do.
Right.
How cannabis ties into film and art.
What
and
have I
music.
been doing the last 20 years?
No shit. Turn on a TV, man. Open a magazine. Would you stop it? So he's a
I
developer.
wasted my life.
He's a developer from Vegas. It's like him and his wife that did this. And then underneath this article, oh man, like these two jackasses from Vegas came out here ripping us off. And this place sucks. It's just, again, we took a lot of care for each room. So normally you have one or two highlights, but I think we touch upon everything through art, fashion, and music, learning about the plant. We wanted to give people a wide range of visual art experiences. There's lots to dig their teeth into. So then what somebody said under this too, and I didn't know this is something. And again, you get in, you read, you learn the buzzwords the kids are saying in the cities. And
No cap.
this is called, I guess this is a new idea. It's called in the business called experiential. Oh God damn it, Weed Week. Experiential. God, it was just in my head. Why didn't I write it down? Buying stuff. God damn it, sound like an idiot. It just means you experience the stuff as you buy it. It's not on the shelf. It's more the idea of having. It would be like if you had a Walmart, and it was all like hands-on-y shit.
Or like
and then we
going
could go
to-
back and get you one if you want one.
Or like going to car shows.
Yeah, but you get to actually touch and do everything. But they're just there to sell you the stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, there's things for sale there, and it's called experiential, whatever buying shit is.
Come to our seminar.
God bless.
Then we're gonna try and sell you a timeshare.
Let's see. I think we did it all. Was that 5? I think I
Wouldn't-
counted 5.
You don't need any of that stuff for any kind of museum. Just go to a fucking good concert.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's your marijuana experience.
That's what I think. I was in the Weed Museum in Amsterdam. When I went to Amsterdam, got to go to the Weed Museum.
Does everything need a museum? That's
It
where I'm getting
doesn't.
at. That's
It
what
doesn't. But this area of New York has a bunch of museums there. It's now called like Museum Row. There's like a YouTube museum. There's a,
Well, I guess there's a
ass sex
George.
museum. There's all sorts of. It is. But really, there's just tons of weird ass
I guess
museums.
there's a George W. Bush library, so we can't really do a whole lot.
Well, that's a library, and that's where you smoke weed and take your clothes off. Yeah.
Take a good shower.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm the same way. I went to the Weed Museum in Amsterdam. It was very small.
And the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was lame.
Yeah,
Man, it was
I'm
totally-
the same way.
Yeah.
The one in Amsterdam, I think, cost me about $2 to get in, not $45.
Yeah, and all that was like you walked around. They had a few guitars behind glass, and then they had some of the stuff. They'd be like, "Here's something Mick Jagger wore." I'm like, awesome.
Now, I do like museums when they're a normal museum. So, like, if I went there, I'm the person. You wouldn't want to go with me. I'm reading it all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because to enjoy it, that's what you have to do. Because if you don't, you'll just
Yeah.
see some guitars, something Mick Jagger said, and you walk through with this cohort that's slowly going through the thing. And by the end, you're like, oh, that wasn't anything.
Right.
You got to read it. But I like you, with the weed stuff, like
Yeah.
I'll just stay at home, man. Why would I need to
Yeah.
go there? And again, just not that into it. Again, the more I read about this, man, some people, good Lord, it should be a little part of your life, not
Yeah.
all your life.
All of it.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. So I didn't know what time it is, man. I didn't start the timer. It could be
halftime.
any time. Is it halftime? Does it feel
Halftime.
like it's halftime?
It literally
Okay,
is.
let's do that.
It literally-
It's halftime.
It's literally
So,
30 minutes before we're
Cool. So we're sponsored by Wilson Farm Market in Arcadia.
That's weird.
Again, all this delicious food could be enjoyed whether you're on marijuana or just high on life or hanging out with your family. Fried chicken, and it's all there. Snacky stuff, man. Fudge.
Or you can't read,
Dipped.
but you know exactly what time it is.
What's that?
I said, or you can't read, but you know exactly what
Yeah,
time
you're
it
like
is.
me. I've lost all sense of time. Can't remember words I'm going to say. So thank you for the sponsorship. And please check them out if you haven't already. Now we'll go on to, oh, yes, it's Wednesday. I just got a couple in, just very quickly, very small. Sex toy reviews, the weed edition. How do you like that?
Quickies.
Just
Impressed.
a cup, very small, very little. You see some cannabis wear there. It may be hard to see on the one woman's rump, but those are pot leaves, thing too. But Karen, I put one in for you down there in the corner, man. I know what you
I
like.
can see it.
It's cool with that. All right, so the first one from Adam and Eve, it's hemp seed oil massage candle. So the idea behind this is that you light the candle. As it starts to burn, it burns a lot lower temperature. It's not really hot. And then what is in there is actually massage oil. You dump it out. And there's like a little spoon that comes with it. A lot of people angry about the spoon. Okay.
Why?
Because it's like one of the ones I guess you get with the ice cream at a social or something. They're all bitching about
Or
it.
like you get that
Jesus.
sweet little cup of chocolate and they just give you that little wooden stick.
Yeah,
like
that's
curved.
it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, they're all bitching about the spoon. So this says, celebrate your skin and set the mood for an evening of bliss with these sensual massage 3-in-1 candles. Sun touch massage candles smell heavenly. And when lit, the solid candle melts into warm, silky massage oil. Pour a little into your hand and rub it onto your lover's skin for a steamy, erotic massage that moisturizes and makes you feel both amazing. So one person said, this one, good. Love this candle. I got the Flirtini, and not only does it smeckle great, well, it smell great, it's no problem, it happens, but my man loves massaging me with the oil afterwards, which leads to other things, if you catch my drift. Now, keep in mind, this is massage oil with hemp in it. I don't know. What happens after you get that? It could make you hungry. Is that what happens next?
Oh, yeah.
Mukbang! Mukbang! You know this mukbang dude?
No.
I looked up stuff about this guy. This guy used to be smaller than you and did vegan shit, right? I didn't forget this guy's name. This guy on the right, he did vegan stuff.
That's a guy. Okay.
The guy on the right is, yeah. It's not an Asian woman. It's a dude. 'Cause it looks like the dude that did
I just thought it was a couple chicks.
Welcome Gangnam Style. Whoop whoop whoop. So
Oh.
he was skinnier than you and
That
did
guy's name's
vegan.
Sai.
He did vegan videos. And then he did one mukbang video. Mukbang, you know mukbang? That's where you eat a bunch of food or something big, like something
yeah.
silly, like a giant burrito.
Yeah.
And then people liked it. And then he started
he's
doing
just
more of it.
doing
And then he became the mukbang guy, but made fun of mukbang people because he was exercising. Like, I'm not going to gain weight like the other people. And as you can
Boom.
see, he is. I wish I could show you what he used to look like, dude. It's fucking nuts. All right, back to sex. It's
You
ridiculous.
can't run away from calories. You got to lift weights at some point.
You got to do something, man. That's a little too much. And when you're eating
Astronomical.
95,000 calories,
Yeah,
it's a lot of jogging. So next one, we had to go away from Adam and Eve's. I had to go to Spencer's. God, Spencer's. Are they still around? Just
Yeah.
on the
Yes.
internet?
No,
They
dude.
are.
Like the whole back half of the store is nothing but dragon silicone dongs and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
like the whole back half of the store.
Well, I know there used to be some of that in there.
No,
It looks like
no.
they've gone.
Back half of the store is like
Nuts on it.
dominatrix department.
It's gross.
Okay. So here it is from Spencer.
I'm just saying, I went there a couple weeks ago. and
Okay.
I went walking through there just looking at shirts. I'm like, oh yeah, there's some shirts and some giant ass dragon dildos.
You saw the tugger nut,
Yeah.
nut ring, and all that kind of shit. Who knew? I didn't know Spencer's that into that
Sure.
shit.
All sorts of stuff.
And I thought also when you were in there too, when I was younger, Spencer's had like the gag gift stuff that was like
Yeah.
junk
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Not a lot of
And it was
sex
like
stuff.
on a cup, like one thing of shelves, and that
Yeah.
was it.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember
It's like a
that?
department.
They're all in now. Oh, no, because I went to this website and Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're taking on Adam
I
and
think they're
Eve.
the home of it.
Good Lord. So Spencer's, here you go. This is the High Times 10 function waterproof bullet vibrator 5-inch, and it's sexology. You'll see what I mean. Switch up your sex toy drawer with this High Times 10 function waterproof bullet vibrator. The fun leaf pattern sex toy is perfect way to relax for those with a budding interest in pleasure. This portable versatile vibrator, which can be used in the bath or shower, is perfect plaything. Okay, so this person here had a lot to say. I even left her name on it. What's up, Ashley? How's it going? Join the show.
Ashley,
Enter. I'll send you a shirt. I swear to God, if you send me a message, I will get you a shirt for free. This product is amazing. So much power and so many variations. Just wish it had a power setting, but it gets the job done fast, so I'm grateful. I work a stressful job, and me and my boyfriend are both managers, so we have weird schedules. So while he rests after I finish him, I finish myself off unless he wants to join in. It's great for partner play or a solo sesh. Plus, he loves the pot leaf design, and that's how I got him interested in it. At first, he didn't want nothing to do with a vibrator, but now since it has his favorite hobby on it, and he's seen me get so much enjoyment out of it, and made me squirt the first time, so now we use it almost every day and love it. Not much lube, if any, is needed. Gets me pretty stoked from the start. Very satisfied customer. Definitely be interested in trying more products because the sales associate makes me feel welcomed and are always so helpful and sweet. Well, thank you, Jade.
She's using it while she's talking to customer service.
The reason I picked this one out is, at first he didn't want nothing to do with a vibrator, but now since I put his favorite hobby on it, so then I thought maybe that would help different people. And I thought, well, golly, what if you guys?
I'm like, she really gonna shove a fucking football in there?
Well, James, look, James, look what I made you.
I know, right? Here it is.
I can't. I'm getting it right now. There it is.
That's what she said.
Here it comes, James. It's coming. I swear to God. There it is. So I think my batteries are running out.
Says you got to click on the board.
Hey, fly, eagles fly. It doesn't mean you have to use this on yourself. If it,
My old lady's a Niners fan. She'd be throwing that in the trash.
But you could battle. Tonight I'm going to hold you down.
That's as bad as Vince McMahon naming his dildos after pro wrestlers.
But I didn't leave you out, Karen.
Oh,
There's a special one for you.
I'm scared.
Now it's got the triple Jodie Foster base, which goes from youngest to older.
Did you tap out with?
No, and then because her hair, because Christy McNichol's hair looks like a mushroom, it's got the Christy McNichol pleasure tip. See,
about her.
see what I did?
Yeah.
And she's nice and young there at the base because I know how you like them. Yeah,
You're so bad.
that'd be yours. That'd be your dildo.
You are so bad.
Sponsored by Wilson Pharma.
Just take that down.
And this has been Sex Toy Reviews for today. A lot of fun, a lot of fun.
Good job.
Yay! Now for something completely different. Love the Jodie Foster. Hey, she's been in a lot of movies.
She has.
Yeah.
And I was looking up stuff yesterday and I almost started making you a list. Have you seen every Jodie Foster movie, do you think?
No. I haven't.
Okay, because I accidentally, looking this up, got to a weird website that I think part of it was the dark web. Because it was like a picture of Jodie Foster, and when I got there, it was like, please install credit to see picture. It was like, I've never seen an interface on a computer like this. It was way fucked up. So I got away from the dark web piece, and then somebody related to that had this whole thing about nude Jodie Foster movies, and it was just listening to it, and it had the. So I looked at a couple. I'm like, oh man, she would love this. Have you seen this one?
It's called Nell.
That's the only one.
No. Yeah.
I'll write down this list. You got to see these.
Yeah.
I'm not even big into Jodie Foster, but
Nell was like ridiculous. But
she
there was a
actually-
total nude scene. She lifts her dress up over her head.
yeah.
His small titties.
Well, this one was a shower scene, like extended shower scene.
Oh.
Yeah. I think this would be right up your alley. Look at you're giddy already. I'll get you the name after the show, for God's sake. We're like 20 minutes left.
I'm good. I'm going to look up that girl from your slideshow.
Oh, the one with the black or the green?
No, I'm pretty sure that's been on my Facebook feed before.
Probably.
No, I'm pretty sure it has. Yeah. Those are familiar.
Those asses look like you've seen them before.
Yeah.
Well, now something different. Going to put a story up here instead of it's a story that relates to weed. So it is 10 ways cannabis can improve your sex life. Okay. Now, I know, Karen. Now we go to different spectrums here. Karen, you've had a few gummies before. You didn't grow up smoking weed, doing
No.
that or anything. And it's not a big part of your life. You just had a couple of those. I think when you took those, you were never in any kind of a sexual situation. You were just hanging out.
No,
Yeah, exactly.
unfortunately.
Now, and then, so then to keep going down the spectrum, then James, I'm going to wager that maybe once or twice when you've been engaging in sexual activity, you've had some cannabis. Is that true?
As much as I can, yeah.
Okay. See, that's good because I like this because we've got somebody that doesn't have a lot of weed experience and sex stuff, someone that probably does, and then see, I'm kind of right in the middle.
You have
because
no sex?
I was good. Yeah, I've had plenty of weed experiences, but I'm masturbating where you two.
Smokes weed and cries.
Yes, yeah. I'm masturbating and having sex with myself, where you two are doing drugs and having sex with others. So
Yeah,
Okay.
we're having willing participants.
good for you. I'm so happy for you two. That's great. Okay, so this ought to be fun. 10 ways we can improve your sex life. See if you think if this would help or not. I'm not even going to read that stuff. See, that's the stuff I don't bring
Yeah,
in.
'cause it says based on
Okay.
anecdotal evidence.
Get your juices flowing, your creative juices. The effects of the herb can inspire some spectacular masterpieces, both on the canvas and in between the sheets. It's like a perfectly executed dance with breathtaking choreography. So do you think, James, you have probably the most experience out of all of us? Does it get,
I almost sound like I know how to play music when I'm really stoned.
okay, all right. So it helps your musical ability, you think?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Karen, do you think, does anything get, like sometimes, does anything help for you? Is alcohol something?
Yeah.
Dressing up like something, does anything get you going? It's just saying that keeps your mind moving, like
Yeah.
creative, just keeps you thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, no problem. Enhances the desire itself.
Yep.
Would you agree to this?
Yes.
From a strictly carnal position, sex is all about having one's orgasmic energy. Everything feels more pronounced. All flavors and aromas become stronger. The visual aspects of sex are really powerful. So there's more. You feel like you're more.
Oh
more
yeah.
there. You're more into it.
All your senses are heightened.
Heightened up.
Have you ever seen Super Jaime?
I haven't.
You haven't seen that movie?
I haven't.
You have to watch that.
What
Okay.
kind of marijuana smoker are you?
He goes to he does a whole bunch of stuff and gets a bunch of tests while he's clean,
Okay.
and then does like 30 days where all he's doing is smoking all the time, like just constantly.
Yes.
And then goes and does all the same tests to see what they were. And like his blood flow and his sperm count all went up while he was smoking.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Like by a lot.
No shit. It's based off like Super. Now I get it. Like Super Size Me. That's the same dude. Did the same guy ate all the
No,
McDonald's
it's a
for like
different
a
one,
month?
but he made it right after, but he says Super Jaime.
Super High Me. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's about that. Well, that's interesting because I did read for something for another time, and I don't think I'm even going to do it. But there's a whole. It heightens your senses, but most studies show that it actually affects like your for women, it's not good for eggs. For men, it actually usually doesn't produce more. You know,
No?
it goes the other way.
I have a
Which
vasectomy,
is
so I
kinda
don't
weird.
care.
You don't even care.
No.
But as far as like what's in your mind, and I have engaged a couple times, of course before I was married, with people.
Bigger and it lasts longer. I'm gonna tell you now, bigger and it lasts longer.
It lasts longer if you're stoned.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, because maybe the sense is actually a little deadened.
Um,
I mean, you feel in your head you're feeling that way, but maybe the actual physical one
yeah, like you feel more, but you're not as
on edge and ready to pop.
yeah.
Gotcha. You know what we're saying, Karen.
Yeah, I'm so
You want me to put
with
that
ya.
picture back up of that
No.
vibrator and stuff? All right.
No, I'm good.
We're on the Rumble to tell the truth.
That's right. I gotta tell the truth now. Heats up the pleasure. Kicking a dog's ass is my pleasure. Sense is heightened, like James said. There's a point when they begin to merge together and twist, inducing a phenomenon called synesthesia. The experience of synesthesia during sex elevates the act to the stuff of the universe is made of. The pleasure of an orgasm during cannabis intoxication feels like the balance is restored to the universe. James,
Sure.
when you finally
That's
fill your boots, son,
That's where
is
the
that
term
how it is?
that's where the term "rock your world" came from.
Is it?
I don't know.
James
I'm
is
just
bringing-
making shit up on the fly.
Well,
dude.
sometimes you say things in a very authoritative tone. And it makes me think you know what you're talking about.
Sounds legit.
Next time,
doesn't
just go with it. Like, fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it?
Rock
Look it
your
up,
world,
bitch.
bitch. Rock your fucking universe.
I'll rock your bitch.
You're in another galaxy.
Synesthesia, though, in psychology, what we studied was people who say they can like taste purple, or if you play a middle C, they think of blue. It's where you
Really?
put odd. Some people, yep. If you play notes for them, they'll say that's orange, that's blue. This feels this way, or I can taste purple. I can taste orange to me.
Wow.
That kind of thing.
The harmony of climaxes is true.
At the same time,
Yeah,
yeah, that's always good.
that is good.
That is good. Nice, Karen. Do all of that at the same time. Does that happen
Sure.
very often?
Absolutely.
James, that happen all the time for you?
Yeah.
You're like a sex god.
No, I'm not. I'm a willing participant. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, you throw a ball long enough, you get good at throwing a ball. I didn't start having sex till way late too.
I know.
Bitches didn't like any of this.
Yeah, but now they do.
Fighting them off with the stick.
Optimal sex strain. So now this, if you're more into weed, this may be maybe something to know. Depending on the cannabis strain used, its effects on sex experience might differ. Some varieties deliver that deep, relaxing, and sensual experience, while others can make you go absolutely fucking insane. So you got, obviously, the two different kinds, right?
Yeah,
So you got the indica
yeah.
and the sativa. So James, what,
Indicas, you're gonna pass right the fuck out. When
you're
done.
sleepy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right when you're done.
Sativa, you're
Just-
riding the lightning.
And sour diesel on their list there.
Yeah, that's what they say.
That's
Is that
true.
good? So a little bit from. So that's a good one.
Yeah.
Sour diesel's the good
Sour
one.
diesel's a good one.
What about bubblegum kush or Girl Scout? You think that's the wrong way?
Girl Scout, I've had that one. The bubblegum ones are all different. The Girl
Okay.
Scout cookies ones, I have had that one before. I don't know if I did anything with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the sour diesel.
But I know the sour diesel I've had. That was one that was a regular around here for a few years.
It sounds like one I've heard of.
Yeah.
Is the idea when they say diesel is that it smells like gasoline? Or
No,
something?
it goos up a lot. It has a lot of resin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very resiny.
Yeah.
But it's good for sex.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
sour
sour diesel's a motivator.
Okay, so it's
A lot of houses are built in this state on sour diesel.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Karen, anything to say on this one?
I'm learning a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am too.
Yeah.
You know, James is letting
I
us
hang
know.
out with a lot of people that know stuff.
Yeah, it's like you don't do enough
no
weed.
shit.
I don't do enough sex, and he does them both, so it's perfect. We're
No,
both
no,
learning.
we're just sitting
I
here
can
like,
learn, you can learn, we can all learn.
You guys
we can all
you guys
change.
can talk about Pokemon and movies that suck, and I'll just
Yes.
sit here and hang out.
Yes, we can live vicariously through James.
Yeah.
Thank
James,
God. Now this is the one. This has happened maybe a couple times, once in a while. But see, if there was more of a willing participant, I think this would be a ton of fun. And now you tell me, James, again. This inspires sexy adventures. It's known for releasing your inhibitions. You calm down. So even though from a historical perspective, the taboo surrounding sex, okay, smoking a J or having a small amount edible will encourage the parties involved to be more daring and adventurous. Maybe adding some role play involving Star Wars characters, avatars, or whatever you're into might be just the thing to facilitate your sexual liberation. So I think it'd be a ton of fun. Do you got something? Do you do that? Do you guys get high and dress up like stuff
I
or pretend
don't.
I'm the landlord and you can't pay your rent?
No, I'm just like, I don't need any of that stuff.
What are you laughing at? You used that one before?
No, I'm envisioning and
So you don't need to pretend to be any characters. You just go at it.
I'm lanky. It probably wouldn't take much makeup to make me look like a sweet avatar.
That's what I'm saying. I think that'd be part of the fun is a little pretend. A
I
little,
am built like C-3PO too. But I don't know. I'm going to wreck your genitals.
and you're now and he is, folks. Get out of the way. And your wife is a little shorter.
5'2".
God, you guys could be C3PO and
Yeah, R2.
R2.
Nah,
Then put it on the net, dude.
I'd rather dress up like Leia, and
There you go.
that's how everybody
Ooh.
That
always
makes
does
sense.
that. But yeah,
Whoa. Now, see, you do dress up, right?
Sure.
Do you want to
Yeah, I
share?
do.
Haven't you shared this before? Is this nothing new?
Yeah, yeah.
What's your go-to is
Laura Ingalls.
dun, dun, dun,
see, I think
dun,
because I grew up on a bunch of
dun,
shitty like '80s porn when I was little, that like I'm still a fan of like the secretary or the banker chick or
Yeah.
something very simple.
like the
Yeah.
because all those things that were like porn back in the day were like they tried to make you believe this could possibly fucking happen to you.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
Oh, you just got done with basketball practice and there's a bunch of cheerleaders.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not how it works.
The Penthouse letters are fake.
Yeah.
They're not real. Dear Penthouse, people write those.
Who
And
knew
the
all
old-
the terrible sex was happening on the Cosby set?
Hey, look at that one. Ding, ding, ding. You want to say half pint? Go ahead.
Yeah. The only reason why the Laura Ingalls thing works is
Yeah,
because
what's
I've
it
got like a nightgown for my
You've got the
grandma.
matching thing, like the cap or something, right?
No, there's
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's
No cap.
from Feast of the Hunter's Moon, but the nightgown, my grandma gave me a nightgown and she never used it, so
And now,
it looks really.
where's Grandma now?
Oh, she's still alive.
Okay. Does she know what you're using this gown for?
Yeah, she does. I told her.
Oh, okay.
I'd
And
like
did
to
she-
freak
And then
her
did she
out.
go, I used to use it for the same thing.
No, I think she got it after he died.
Oh, okay.
I said
But
you've been
anyway,
shunned.
you braid the hair off to the side,
Yeah.
or pigtails.
Yeah, pigtails usually do it.
Pigtails.
Man, oh man.
Pigtails.
Good. Any other ones? Are you good?
Bless you.
Bless you.
No,
Look at that.
I
Sexual
can't think of
escapades
any.
are killing people.
He's allergic to all this sex talk.
So just keep with that one. Have you ever done any? I mean, I'm not going much farther down the road, but have you done other ones? Have you been?
Yeah.
What's another fun one you did once? Something fun. One that you enjoyed,
Yeah,
not one that was painful.
for a moment, right?
Yeah.
Well,
We redid the part of
reindeer
Showgirls
ears-
where
The
we
reindeer
did
ears.
we did
anal part of
that part of
Showgirls.
nerds, and we went in the bounce castle.
rock star singer. You know. thing.
Oh,
Oh,
so he was the rock star, or you were the
No,
star?
no, like Natalie Merchant or
God, I love Natalie.
Natalie
Merchant.
Merchant is pretty fucking hot.
Oh my God, she's hot.
Yeah,
Her
Nat-
voice, I could just
yeah,
listen
Natalie
to her
Merchant's
talk
up
all
there.
day.
yeah,
So you pretend to be Natalie Merchant,
yeah, or
and he dresses up like Harvey
Well,
Weinstein or something.
there's no clothes needed for his part.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no clothes needed for his part.
Nice.
That's
Well
hilarious.
done. Very good. I'm happy for you too.
Maybe
Good for you
concerts.
guys. I'll keep masturbating. Let's see. Induces emotional bonding. So upon smoking cannabis together, many feelings and emotions come to the surface. There's something very special about the effects of weed when it comes to bonding with other people and the general sense of empathy it unveils. This is something that strengthens the bond between partners and makes the sex experience more complete. Is that correct, James?
It's true.
You don't know. Okay.
True.
So yeah, you smoke weed together, you screw together,
Yep.
you both get your shit together.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's happy.
Pay your bills.
Cool. Something for us to learn, Karen. We're
Yeah,
learning.
yeah.
It facilitates sexual communication. Then there's in a nutshell. Oh man, a nutshell. In a nutshell, you just talk more about it, right? Some of you might say, "Hey, why don't you get a new pillow because it's not working out anymore?" Like you just more. Oh, you know, right?
What do you
Like
mean?
you're in. You can talk. You can have sexual conversations about things. Hey, I don't want to do that anymore. Or hey, let's try this new pillow.
Oh,
or,
yeah.
You know, because you're doing this other stuff together,
Yeah.
and you guys are tight. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You
Talk about
guys are
everything.
tight, tight.
We've never even had an argument.
You've never had an argument
No, like
ever.
it's something that gets brought up, it gets discussed, and then we figure it out. We've never like yelled at
Oh.
each other or called each other
Never.
or anything. No.
It's called avoidance.
No, it's called if any of us yell at each other, we'll just pack our shit because
Okay.
we grew up with it. So,
So you've had it with arguing.
yeah,
So there's no
everything
arguing
gets
allowed.
brought up as a rational adult.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
It's hard to train a 15-year-old to do that shit though.
True. True.
I grew up in a house where nobody ever argued.
But you argue with him once in a while, don't you?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
fucking daily.
Yeah.
Dude's 15.
Let's see. We got any time here? Are we done, James? What time is it?
No, you're good.
Are you sure? Okay.
You gotta look. Just finish what you're gonna do.
Okay. All right. Boosting the libido.
Yeah.
So definitely, right?
Yeah.
Gets you into it.
Yep.
Okay. When you had your gummy stuff, did any of that pass through your head, or were you more just hanging on to breathe?
I was by myself, so
Okay. So
I
nothing
was
that
passed
passed through
out.
your head.
no.
Okay. Okay. This says, in Eastern cultures, cannabis was used as an aphrodisiac, enhancing sexual drive and the opportunity for tantric experiences. A lot of tantric talk in here. I don't want to talk about that. That's crazy. However, in large doses, especially for men, cannabis can actually reduce your sex drive. So keep it moderate, and it shall guide you to sexual success.
No, just get wrecked.
So get totally fucking right.
It don't matter either or.
It doesn't matter.
You can a little bit, a lot. That's based on the person.
True.
Yeah.
Okay. But it does.
Sometimes I need it to calm me down.
So now, as a person that did psychology, though, have you gotten to the point where you guys smoke together, you doing this together, maybe smoking and doing this? Is it a thing now where it's an associative thing, and she starts to spark something up, and then you guys do that, and within 2 hits, you're like already thinking like, well, we got to screw first before we do anything.
No.
Is it so you guys can sit there and smoke without then like just
Well, when you-
hammering each other?
Well, when
you know?
you've been parents for 15 years, all your sex is usually planned.
Oh, sure.
I mean, because you just have to. Like, he's in the other room, he's doing this, he's doing that,
Sure.
wherever. Yeah.
Ninja style.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But so if you are alone, though, just because you're smoking weed doesn't mean like,
Oh, no.
wuss, like you're just
No.
into it. Yeah, yeah. Gotcha.
Just a few subtle hints. Everybody knows. Everybody knows their partner.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Very good. We have no clue. Oh, yeah. Why drink and forget when you can smoke and climax? This one is just mostly saying that it's better to smoke instead of drinking. Like, if you want to drink, that's fine. And sometimes drinking does the
It's
same
good to have a
thing.
little bit of both.
Yeah, sometimes drinking does the same as this, they're saying.
Yeah.
But if you drink too much, obviously you're
Yeah.
passing out. You don't remember it, that kind of thing.
It
with
fucks
this,
with your blood flow, too.
and with this, you're probably not going to get so high that you pass out and don't remember things.
Yeah.
Whereas alcohol, you could probably pass out and not remember things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good to, it works well together. So far, this all seems pretty hit. Induces spiritual sexual experiences. Sexual revelations or, God, really?
You know how,
Sexalations.
you know
Good
how-
work.
you know how spiritual I am.
Yeah, that's a cool name for a strain. There's something experienced by many cannabis and sex enthusiasts like James. The experience is so great, we even had to make up a word for it as it's not commonly understood on the sober level. Mystics across many religions and cultures perceive sex as something metaphysical, something that creates life and destroys negativity, something that brings light even when someone stole your lighter.
Just stealing bill jokes up there.
Eh, no shit. No, I can do better than that. I can do better than portmanteaus. Jesus.
There's an article for you, Bill.
Where's that? Where is it?
Right there. It says conclusion: cannabis and sex go hand in hand.
You beat me to it. That's very true. You're lucky. You're lucky. I'm very sad. Getting high and cozy with oneself is a superb experience. There. That's what it said. Don't look at it. Is there anything else down here interesting? There was something way wacky down here. You ever just want to look around? You guys want to just look around for yourself? No, it's not on here. It was something about Mike Tyson's weed.
Yeah, he's
That's
got
fun.
the gummy ears.
Yeah, well, one of them, they're all moldy and they had to like bring them back.
Really?
It's not in here. This is a bunch of stupid shit. Okay. Well, that was a lot of fun. So overall, I guess it does enhance things.
Yeah.
It does make it better. It
Makes
good.
everything better.
It makes everything better. Food tastes better.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. My ERA's better.
Your ERA's better in the game.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Pitched
You're-
a two pitcher split no hitter.
Split no hitter.
Yeah.
Nice job.
First time in like years.
Stoned out of your mind.
Yeah. It
Absolutely wrecked out of your head.
was great.
That's good. Kids, there's things you can do. Don't give up.
Yeah.
I love it. It's weed week. It's weed week. But what is it? Time to go? You think,
Yeah.
Karen? Time to leave?
Yep. It's right around there.
Okay. All right. It's time to go. Well, we want to thank Wilson Farm Market for sponsoring all this fun and excitement. And also on Friday, too, we'll have more Weed Week. So with James, Karen, anything you want to say before we go?
I gotta pee.
She's
She's
got
got
a
a pee, so we
pee.
definitely got to go. I need to get the heck out of here. We will see you Friday. That'll be the conclusion of Weed Week. We'll have more fun. James is bringing something very exciting on Friday. Ooh, yeah. So be sure to join us. So thanks for watching the Guaranteed Genuine Honest to Goodness 1 hour podcast sponsored by Wilson Farm Market and Frankfurt Beer Works. Bill Gant telling you to treat other people how you want to be treated. Lighten the hell up, and now you go make somebody laugh today.